Hi everybody, Rick here again. Welcome back to R&B's Nashville adventure. This one is going to be fun on the bun, guaranteed. Well, first of all, to let y'all know, my main reason for coming to Nashville, I have a fantastic family here. I have an awesome stepmom, 2 brothers, a sister-in-law, and 3 beautiful nieces that I absolutely adore. Unfortunately, I don't get to Nashville enough to see them, but I do try to come here whenever possible to visit them. And I do know they have their lives and they're busy too. So when they're busy, Rick and Bridge are exploring, and that's the best part of it. We have gone to all the places you probably heard about. We've also gone to a lot of other lesser-known places you weren't sure about, but we're going to let you know what they're all about. Maybe make up your mind that you might want to go someday. So, without further ado, we're going down the road, jump on the train, and going to Nashville. Nashville has a great transit system called WeGo that includes a commuter train. It's just down the road from my stepmom's house, so it makes it easier for us to get to Nashville without having to drive and find parking. As soon as you get to the riverfront station, there are buses there to take you anywhere you want to go, or you can be like us and enjoy the walk. Our adventure today takes us to the Country Music Hall of Fame and Museum. This is somewhere I've always wanted to go, so we're going to scratch it off the bucket list. As soon as you walk in, Honor Thy Music greets you at the entrance and gives you chills. Once you walk in, that's when the real goosebumps hit. You realize just how much history is standing before you from all of the artists and their achievements from the beginning of country music up until where we're at now. All of the greats are here. The late, great Hank Williams, the Queen herself, Dolly Parton, the traveling man, Dick Curlis. I mentioned to my best friend Jerry that I was going there, and he says, I've got a great uncle there named Red Foley. So we checked Red Foley out and checked his achievements out too. Not bad. We finally made our way to the Wall of Gold Records, where I just walked up and down in amazement, reading the artist names and the titles of the songs. Brought back a lot of childhood memories. There's also an exhibit of the influence that country music has had in the movies over time. Then they move on to the Western Edge, which in the 70s in Los Angeles, that's when country and rock merged together for a whole different sound. Now, this other guy here, you might remember him from the Monkees. Believe it or not, Michael Nesmith started in country. Our final stop of the day takes us to the Hall of Fame Rotunda, which is a round building that features a bronze plaque of every member that is in the Hall of Fame. Quite a befitting tribute to these artists. And of course, I've got to stop and get a picture with my man, Johnny Cash, before I go. And now we're headed to the Old Smoky Distillery for some relaxation, libation, and some games. My nephew Co did a little bit of research online and found out they have daily tastings. So for $10, you get 6 shots and a beer. Now you have a host that as he's pouring these will describe the flavors to you so you know what to expect on your shot. He did a fantastic job, helped me to realize I've never met a liquor I don't like. Now it's time to head outside and do some cornhole with my little brother Daryl. After beating up on him a few times, as you can see, it's time to head to the house, get some rest, start again tomorrow. Holy pinnacle of country music, Batman. We're on our way to the Johnny Cash Museum. And I'm a huge Johnny Cash fan, by the way. I've been looking forward to this. Finally get in, I look around, take a deep breath, and I take it all in because I'm finally here. This place is loaded with memorabilia from his life, the complete history from beginning to end. It has a signed copy of the Folsom Prison Blues. It has a cell door from Folsom Prison. It has all the great artists that he collaborated with and the fantastic music that came from it. There are signed guitars by him. There is the clothes that he wore, his gold records, the amazing amount of awards he won, and there are just walls of albums and records. And plus, you wouldn't believe who covered Johnny Cash. We spent a few hours in here, and I learned a lot of new things about Johnny Cash. I really look forward to coming back and going through this exhibit again. If you are even a Johnny Cash fan in the slightest and like country music, this is somewhere that you really need to visit. Plus, you can get a picture with Johnny. That's my little brother Daryl and my nephew Co. We had a blast. Well, we've worked up an appetite after that, so we're headed to the Nashville Farmers Market to go to their food court. There's a restaurant there that I've seen 2 different times on diners, drive-ins, and dives. If it's on 2 times, you gotta go. It's called Jamaica Way, and I particularly am fond of Jamaican food. I ordered the spicy jerk chicken with a couple Johnny cakes. My nephew Co had curry chicken, and my brother Daryl had barbecue chicken. There was so much food there, my sister Wendy just ate off of our plates. But we did save enough room to stop at Jenny's Ice Cream for a snack before we head to our final stop of the day. Now we're at every chocolate lover's dream, the Goo Goo Chocolate Company. I don't know about y'all, but I sure consumed my fair share of Goo Goo clusters in my day. Nowadays, they have a whole lot of new flavors, plus they also have truffles there. The one thing I found very unique, though, is they have kiosks that you can go to and you can design your own Goo Goo cluster. You'd be surprised how many different flavors and things you can put in. Once you order it, you go to the window and watch them. They'll make it in about 15 to 20 minutes right in front of you. Then guess what? You're enjoying your Goo Goo cluster. They also have tours and they also have chocolate making classes. Just be sure not to eat too much chocolate like Daryl did. I have a feeling he's going to be up for days. When most people think of Nashville, they think of country music, the Grand Ole Opry, and the Ryman Theater. However, Nashville hosts a multitude of artists from all different genres throughout the year. They have an amazing amount of places for them to play in Nashville, from the honky-tonks all the way to the big stadiums like Bridgestone and Nissan Stadium. Or you can go to Geodis Stadium like I did to see Guns N' Roses for the third time. It is Nashville, so Carrie Underwood opened. Let's take a listen. Bridget and I are huge F1 and IndyCar racing fans, so when the opportunity presented itself to go to the Big Machine Music City Grand Prix, we jumped on it. It was a great live experience. They had fantastic vendors, awesome food trucks, and we met a lot of nice people along the way. There were 3 races that we attended, from the vintage Indy cars to the GT America Series, and of course, the Indies. Let's listen. And of course, there was the occasional wreck or two. I think after this experience, we're bigger IndyCar fans now than we were before. Well, I must tell you this about Nashville. Never disappoints. There is always something going on. It almost reminds me of Vegas to a point. Something going on 24 hours a day, whether it's festivals, sporting events, concerts, just plenty to do there. So if you're ever looking for some place to go where you can get anything you want, Nashville's a good option. But first of all, family definitely comes first. So I want to thank my stepmom for allowing us to come in for a week or two every year, completely disrupting her life. And not only that, but to my stepbrother and my sister-in-law. Thank you for all the time we get to spend with our beautiful nieces. I know it's an inconvenience. I know y'all have a busy life, but thank you so much. It's been great watching them grow up. So now all I have to say to everybody out there, Nashville, great option. Great transportation, easy to get around, so many things to see, from the museums, the historical places. I mean, don't forget Johnny Cash. He's one of my favorites. But also sporting events, the musical events. The musical events, my God, anything you could ever ask for there. So without a doubt, Nashville is definitely some place to go. We enjoyed it. We look forward to going back every year. And we hope y'all enjoyed this video. Thank y'all for watching. And we can't wait to do this again. Thanks again. Y'all have a great day. We'll be back again soon. Thank you.